Our sincerest apologies for the technical difficulties, but we are ready to go now. UNCP women's basketball taking on Clayton State. 6-5, the Braves lead after almost 4 minutes of play. Drive to the lane, and tied up is Monica Alexander of the Lakers. The Braves win possession on the jump ball. 6:12 to go, first quarter. 6-5, the UNCP lead, and it's a full court press coming from Clayton State. The Braves out there with Allen, Stevens, Locklear, Huntley, and Robinson. The five for the black and gold, wearing black jerseys with gold letters and numbers. Clayton State wearing white jerseys with blue letters and numbers, orange trim. Allen breaks the press off a couple passes, gets it over to Huntley, and the Braves set up in the half-court offense now. Bounce pass to the left wing for Robinson. Back up top for Allen. Swings it to the right wing, Huntley. Holds it above her head, throws it up top, Stevens. Drives down the left side of the lane, gives it to Locklear. Locklear with 5 on the shot clock, draws a reach-in foul. Not the greatest offensive possession there for UNCP, but they will take the foul as the shot clock resets. Braves shooting 33% from the field, 33% from deep. Lakers at just 25% from the floor and 33% from beyond the arc. Stevens to inbound, lobs it into Robinson, who gets double-teamed in the lane. Back outside, Huntley. Good crossover. Huntley into the paint, lobbing down low, looking for Robinson. That pass tipped and stolen by Clayton State. And back come the Lakers with Denard up the middle of the floor. Denard calling out the play. Pass goes to her left for Banks. Here's Banks waiting for something to develop. Up top for Alexander. Swings it to the right side with Denard again. Off a screen from Walker. Up top with it, here's Thomas. Left side with Banks. Banks going one-on-one against Huntley to the wing. Three-point attempt on the way. Denard around the rim and out, and Brandy Robinson hauls it in for UNC Pembroke. Waits and gives it off to Huntley. The point guard takes it up the floor as we approach the midway point of the first quarter. Huntley lost the ball. It gets ripped away and taken away by Raven Thomas up the middle of the floor. Here come the Lakers again. Up top, three-point attempt. Denard, too strong. Rebound, Robinson. Fighting off Lakers as she wins that loose ball. 4:54 to go, first quarter. That's already the third team foul on the Lakers. 2 on the Braves. That'll take us to timeout on the floor. 4:54 remaining, first quarter. It's 6-5 UNCP, just getting started with the Peach Belt Conference Tournament quarterfinals. Braves fans, Adidas is the official apparel sponsor for all 16 of UNC Pembroke's varsity athletic teams. Adidas provides some of the most innovative products in the shoe and apparel industry and is one of the most recognizable brands worldwide. UNCP thanks Adidas for all their support in offering the best for Braves athletes. Here in Clayton State, the Lock is what they call their gym. And UNCP women's basketball with an early 6-5 lead, 4:50 to go, first quarter. Braves out there with Williams, Allen, Bayham, Robinson, and player Silliman, who just checked into the game. Reach-in foul called as Williams tried to weave through the defense. They'll call that on Jamesia Banks, the junior guard from Phoenix City, Alabama. Lakers out there with Jamesia Banks, Dijon Denard, number 25, Shakira Walker. Excuse me, that's Ashley Cunningham in the game, not Walker. Alexander and Thomas rounding out the 5 for the Clayton State Lakers. The number 2 seed out west in the Peach Belt Conference. Braves the 3 seed from the east. Handoff up top, Williams into the paint. Williams spins, passes to the left wing. Bayham an up fake. Now she probes the defense up with a tough layup. Tried to bank it in, no good. Williams the offensive rebound. Her follow-up is too strong, and the defensive rebound by Ashley Cunningham. Braves have got to capitalize on those 1-foot shots. As Thomas swings to the right side. Lakers have it now going from right to left across the hardwood here in Morrow, Georgia. Foul away from the ball. This one's called on UNC Pembroke. It'll be a foul on number 22, Blair Silliman, denying the pass down low. So it's the third team foul on the Braves. Quarterfinals of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. Women's basketball between the UNCP Braves and Clayton State Lakers. Braves with a 6-5 lead after nearly 6 minutes of play in quarter number 1. Lakers would be the favorite in this game, coming in with a 15-4 conference regular season record. Braves 10-9, but having lost 3 straight. Meanwhile, the Lakers have won 4 straight. But that's why you play the game rather than on paper, right here on the hardwood. Shot clock at 15 for the Lakers as they get reset out of the baseline, out of bounds. Stepping into a three-point attempt, a little too strong. Rebound bounces loose to Bayham, who gets ahead of steam going up the floor. Lobs it looking for Robinson. That ball over the baseline. Last touch by Clayton State. Pass was a little too tall for Robinson. Good hustle play by Tweety Hawkins to sneak in and nearly finish off the steal, but her foot was on the baseline. 3:44 to go first quarter. It remains 6-5 Braves. Williams to trigger. Finds Silliman off the inbound. Three-point attempt. Long and rebounded by Clayton State. Lakers are 2 of 10 from the floor. Braves now 2 of 9. It has not been an excellent shooting performance for either team. Bad pass down low by the Lakers. And Cunningham can't stick a fork in it. It goes out of bounds. Turned over by Clayton State. 5 turnovers in the game by the Braves. 3 now by the Lakers. As Williams trying to break the press with a pass, it was kicked out of bounds back to UNCP. Braves 5, Allen, Silliman, Williams, Bayham, and Robinson. Lakers bringing 4 into the front court, man-to-man pressure defense, and Brandy Robinson will try to take a long pass perhaps as Allen tiptoeing the baseline. Bad pass for Bayham, trying to save it, and she stepped out of bounds. Would have gotten called for 10 seconds in the backcourt anyway. Braves just really struggled there to break that full court pressure from Clayton State. Monica Alexander will inbound now for the Lakers. And Hawkins takes the bounce pass and calls out the play. 6-5 Braves lead. Almost 7 minutes in the books here in quarter number 1. A defensive struggle right now. Thomas throws it into the paint. That ball poked away by Bayham. Williams recovers it, and the Braves get another steal. Here's Williams into the front court. Braves able to break the press this time. Around the perimeter, up top now with Allen, who draws the reach-in foul. That's team foul number 5 on Clayton State, and it goes on Raven Thomas. For Thomas, it's her first personal, and for the Braves, it'll be the second trip to the free throw line. Nyla Allen split a pair of free throws earlier in the game as Jasmine Huntley checks back in for UNCP. Huntley will replace Erica Williams for the Braves. So the Lakers have not attempted any free throws yet in this game. These will be free throws number 3 and 4 in the game, and they all belong to Nyla Allen. She's good on the first. Braves lead 7-5 now with 3:03 to go in the first quarter. That last foul called on Raven Thomas, her second. She remains in the game. Second free throw, Allen, also good. So Nyla Allen good on both of the line there. She's 3 of 4 from the stripe today, a 67% foul shooter for the year. 8-5 Braves lead, 3 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. Swing to the left side, the ball goes. Donovan Dyson gets the defender up in the air with a good up fake, but can't make the shot. Shot blocked from behind by Allen, but they call a foul. And Thomas landed awkwardly on her ankle. I'll call that foul on Jasmine Huntley, who reached in and slapped her arm. So it's 2 free throws for Clayton State. Free throws will be taken by Raven Thomas, the senior from North Las Vegas, Nevada. She's one of the best rebounders in the conference, 6th in the league in offensive rebounds. Scores about 6.5 points per game, and she drains the first free throw. Change for the Lakers now as Michaela Tanksley checks in for her first run. Sends Donovan Dyson to the bench. Braves out there with Allen, Silliman, Robinson, Bayham, and Huntley. And for the Lakers, it's Hawkins, Cunningham, Alexander, Thomas. Second free throw is also good. Jasmine Huntley up the floor now for the Braves. Off an Allen screen, gives it back to Allen. Allen down the middle of the lane, right to the basket. Missed the layup, gets her own rebound, puts it back up. She's clobbered, and no foul called. Shot blocked out of bounds, back to UNCP. 2:34 to go, first quarter. Braves 8, Lakers 7. And the Braves keep their season alive with a win here on the road in the opening round of the conference tournament. Allen, three-point attempt from the ring, no good. Strong box out, and the rebound by Cunningham, but she walked with it. It stays on that end, Braves ball. John Haskins out on the floor yelling at his team, mostly junior forward Nyla Allen. That was a pretty quick shot, and the Braves could have worked to a better possession and a better look that time. 2:27 to go first quarter. Remains a 1-point Braves lead. Inbound to Allen, pull-up jump shot from 18, money. Nyla Allen with 8 quick points for the Braves, and the lead is 3. 10-7, about 8 minutes into the game now. Lakers back on offense. Alexander on the left side. The pass back up top for Hawkins. Works it to her right for Tanksley. To the right wing now with Alexander. Alexander off a couple feeds, off a couple screens. Back to Alexander now. A long-range three. Too strong. Rebound bounces right into Bayham's lap. Bayham tries to turn the corner, breaking the press, but lost the ball. And Clayton State comes back with it the other way after another UNCP turnover. There's a reach-in foul on Bayham. It's the 5th foul on the Braves as a team, and will put Clayton State at the free throw line. Second personal on Brianna Bayham, and the free throws will be taken by Monica Alexander. Clayton State as a team, 2 of 2 at the stripe. The Braves 3 of 4. Minute 50 left in quarter number 1. Clayton State free throw up and no good by Monica Alexander. Just a 56% foul shooter, the junior guard from Cape Fear Community College by way of Richmond, Virginia. Bayham to the bench, Allen to the bench for UNCP. On comes number 3, Jillian Ebron for her first action of the evening. Williams, Huntley, Ebron, Silliman, and Robinson, the 5 for UNCP. Second free throw, good by Alexander. It's a 2-point Braves lead with under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Williams with a high dribble and then a hard screen from Ebron up the floor. Williams right to the basket. Layup high off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped up in the air. It's loose, and the Lakers come away with it. Thomas sends it out. Here's Tanksley up the near wing. Silliman to pick her up. Work it over to Thomas, and she slid the pivot foot. Turned over again by Clayton State. This has been a sloppy first quarter of basketball. 7 turnovers by the Braves, now 6 by the Lakers, and we've seen a total of 18 points. 13 turnovers, 5 made field goals. Neither team shooting better than 22% from the field. Ebron up top, handoff for Williams. Williams tried to turn the corner. They called a moving screen on Jasmine Huntley. Not often you see that call. Jasmine Huntley, 5'4", and one of the thinnest players on the floor. That's the second personal on Huntley. So both of the Braves' primary ball handlers now with 2 personal fouls. Bayham with 2 and Huntley with 2. Nice to see Huntley out there at full strength. She's missed the last few games for the Braves with a foot injury. But the senior would not be denied here today. Braves with a 2-point lead, a little more than a minute to go in the first quarter. Ball to the left side, long 2-point attempt. Hawkins, too strong, and Huntley skies for the rebound. Double teamed along the baseline. Huntley in serious trouble, and John Haskins calls the timeout. Timeout UNCP with 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. It's 10-8 Braves. Braves fans, ever wondered why our sponsor, Lumberton Chevrolet Buick Cadillac GMC, has such a long name? One reason is the tremendous variety of cars and trucks they offer to meet every need. Great-looking Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and even GMC SUVs and trucks. They have everything from budget vehicles to top-of-the-line Cadillacs, so why would you shop anywhere else? Try their quick lube, and while your vehicle is being serviced, you can see for yourself. That's Lumberton Chevrolet Buick Cadillac GMC, located next to Lumberton High School. 5 fouls each way here at the Lock in Morrow, Georgia. UNCP women's basketball in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament quarterfinals. Braves and Clayton State Lakers here this afternoon. Winner advances to the semifinals, where they will take on Lander, presumably at Lander, after the Bearcats won their opening round game earlier today. Ebron, a bad pass, stolen by Clayton State. Transition jump shot, no good. Robinson with the rebound. Gives it back to Williams. See this Clayton State press really causing problems for the Braves as Williams gets the ball up top to the right side. Pritchard up top for Ebron, swings it to Silliman. Silliman uses an Ebron screen, tries to turn the corner, and a reach-in foul called on Clayton State. Physical game here. That one's on Tweety Hawkins, the redshirt senior from Madison, Georgia, and it puts Blair Silliman at the free throw line. Silliman has been an excellent free throw shooter when she's been able to get there this year. 10 of 10 at the charity stripe. And the first free throw up and good. 11-8 Braves, 39.3 seconds left in quarter number 1. And this has been the kind of start the Braves had in mind. Second free throw on the way for Silliman. Not this time, and the rebound to Clayton State. So that's the first free throw miss of the year for Blair Silliman. Junior out of Ankeny, Iowa. And the foul called down low on Brandy Robinson. She tried to deny post position for Raven Thomas, and it will be Thomas at the free throw line. Shot clock turned off. If the Braves are able to get it into the front court, they can hold for the last shot, but that's been a big if so far in this game. Thomas at the free throw line to shoot 2. Best she can do with these is cut it to a 1-point game. First free throw on the way is good. Makes it 11-9 Braves. Change now for the Lakers as Dejan Denard comes in and replaces Tweedy Hawkins. Look at the rebounding numbers right now. Braves with 16, Lakers with 9. Each team with 2 assists. To the Lakers, 6 turnovers and 9 turnovers in the first quarter here for the Braves. Not a number John Haskins could possibly be happy with. Second free throw, no good, and Ebron comes in for the rebound. Lakers don't have time to set up that full court press. Williams gallops across midcourt. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Braves can hold for the last shot. Pressure defense on Williams. Williams gets it over to Silliman. Skip pass to Pritchard up top. Pritchard down the right side of the lane, back over to Silliman with 12. Silliman at the free throw line. Robinson, elbow jump shot over the rim. It hangs and drops. Brandy Robinson for 2. 13-9 Braves. 3 seconds left first quarter. And from midcourt, the shot at the horn, no good. The Braves lead by 4 after 10 minutes of play. The Braves defeated Clayton State the first time these two teams played, and they have the advantage thus far. We'll be back for the second quarter. You're listening to UNCP Women's Basketball on the Braves Broadcast Network. Start of the second quarter here at the Lock in Morrow, Georgia. UNCP women's basketball with a 13-9 lead over the Clayton State Lakers after 1 quarter of play. The Braves Broadcast Network, I'm Cameron Songer. Thanks for joining us. UNCP women's basketball in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament quarterfinals. Braves on defense here to start the second quarter. Ball up top with Rackley for the Lakers, and 3 in the key called on number 33, Andrea Benford. Quick check-in of the score with UNCP men's basketball. 8 minutes to go in the first half, and North Georgia has a 30-18 lead over the Braves. Full video stream of that one available on UNCP Braves on YouTube. Full court press again from the Lakers. Silliman finds Williams. Williams with a head of steam. 3-on-2 for the Braves. Up to Pritchard. 3-point attempt in transition. Money. LaShonda Pritchard on the beautiful feed from Erica Williams. 16-9 Braves. 30 seconds into the second quarter. If the Braves can shoot the ball well and break the press, they'll be in nice shape. Here's Banks for the Lakers. Jamesia Banks pass up top looking for Denard. Denard swings it to the left wing. One dribble pull-up jump shot. Alexander cans it. Monica Alexander, junior guard from Richmond, Virginia, into the scoring column here in the second quarter. Silliman catches the inbounds pass, pushes up the near sideline, tries to break the press, and she slid that pivot foot. Turnover number 10 by UNCP. And the Lakers will inbound once again. Clayton State has turned it over 7 times so far in this game. And we've played just 11 minutes in this one. 16-11, the Braves lead. Inbounds pass goes to Banks for the Lakers. Banks, lefty dribble as she pounds it into the hardwood. Back towards midcourt. Braves content to sag off that. A lot of off-ball action. And they try to free up a player in the corner. Good defense by Williams in that left corner. Here's Alexander, swings it back over to Banks. To the right corner now, back outside Banks. Dials long distance, can't connect. Offensive rebound saved, and the Lakers not able to finish the save. Rackley tossed it over to Alexander, and Alexander tiptoeing the sideline. She's out of bounds. Braves ball. Allen to trigger. Another full court press from Clayton State. Silliman gives it to Williams. Williams weaving against this defense. Pass across midcourt for Pritchard. Pritchard down the left wing. Back outside, Allen calling for it. And looks to Williams instead, right in the midcourt circle. Double teamed by Clayton State. Silliman up top for Allen. Allen driving down the left side of the lane. Dish out to Pritchard. Pritchard a head fake and a drive. Floater at the basket, around the rim and in. LaShonda Pritchard with back-to-back hoops. 18-11 UNCP. Tell you what, the Braves' primary ball handlers, Huntley and Bayham, both on the bench right now with 2 personal fouls. And it's going to be on some of these other players to break the press by themselves. Spin, jump shot, no good. Rebound UNCP. The Lakers are just ice cold. Here's Williams. Frenetic pace, gets it up the floor to Silliman, up top for Allen. Allen, one dribble pull up at the free throw line, no good. Long rebound out to the corner, and it goes out of bounds. No one touched it, Laker ball. Changes now for the Lakers as Cunningham and Hawkins check back in, replacing Alexander and number 11, Abrelin Rackley. 7:41 to go in the first half. 18-11 UNCP. And this Laker press is going to be something they stick with the whole game, something they're very confident in. But if the Braves can break it, they can get good looks. 2-3 zone now for UNC Pembroke. Pass to the right side goes to Hawkins. Hawkins waiting for somebody to cut open. Throws up top for Benford. Benford jab step and a drive. Cut off by Allen. Lob into the paint. Down low. Drive to the basket. No good. Late whistle. And Ashley Cunningham will go to the line and shoot 2. Let's see who they call this on. It's on Silliman. And that is her second. There's Silliman. 2 personal fouls. So the Braves in danger of getting into some foul trouble now. 3 different Braves with 2 personal fouls. Nyla Allen, though, leading the Braves in scoring with 8, and she has no personal fouls. First free throw, no good. Oh, frustrated clap of the hands there from Ashley Cunningham. She knows she needs to be making these shots to keep the Braves from really starting to pull away a little bit. 18-11 is the UNCP lead. 1 more free throw for Cunningham with 7:20 to go in the second quarter. The second free throw is nothing but net. Allen to inbound now as another full court press coming from the Lakers. Inbounds pass to Williams. She's double teamed out near the corner. Allen needs to put it on the deck. Finds Locklear. Locklear needs to get rid of it. Timeout taken by UNCP. They'll inbound from the baseline. They did not advance the ball very far. Shot clock got down to 20. It really should have been at 21 or 22. The clock ran an extra second there. And the Braves are going to really need to work to break midcourt a little bit more efficiently rather than get hit with these 10-second backcourt calls. Timeout on the floor with 7:10 remaining in the second quarter. It's 18-12 UNCP. Keep it here. Win or go home for the Braves. Braves fans, UNCP Athletics has partnered with Advanced Online to launch the official UNCP Braves Athletics online store at shopuncpbraves.com. It features more than 1,100 products, including t-shirts to pet supplies and UNCP men's basketball Peach Belt Conference championship gear. Visit shopuncpbraves.com for more information. Allen inbound goes to Williams. Williams up the left wing on the drive, breaks midcourt, now dribbles to the corner. She's triple teamed, leaves it back over for Allen. Allen dribbles into the paint, 10-foot jump shot, no good. Rebound poked around, recovered by Clayton State. Lakers up the floor, here comes Banks. Banks picked up right at the top of the key. Three-point attempt from the right side. Hawkins around the rim and out. Rebound Pritchard, a foul away from the ball, and it will stay on that end. They'll call it on UNC Pembroke. Pushing foul called on Janisa Monley. That'll be her second. So 4 different Braves players now with 2 personal fouls, and Monley will stay in the game for the time being. Second team foul on the Braves here in the second quarter. Inbounds pass goes to the wing. Hawkins working around a screen, but it was a moving one. Illegal screen set by Andrea Benford, and for Benford, that'll be her second personal foul. 6:47 to go, second quarter. 18-12 the UNCP lead. Change now for the Lakers. Benford to the bench, replaced by Raven Thomas. Lakers are 3 of 20 from the field in this game. That's 15%. 1 of 10 from behind the arc. Braves are 6 of 19. That's 32%. Inbounds pass to Allen. Locklear cutting free. Catches it on the run near midcourt. Locklear going one-on-one to the basket. Puts up the layup. Can't drop it in. Rebounded by Denard. Back come the Lakers. Braves back on defense. Denard hard charging to the rim. Poked away by Monley. She blocked it out of bounds. Back to Clayton State. Good hands by Janisa Monley. Playing carefully with 2 personal fouls. 23 on the shot clock. 6:32 on the second quarter game clock. Braves 18, Lakers 12 in a low-scoring slugfest here. Inbounds pass tipped away down low. Lakers recover to the left corner. Denard, a long-range 3, cans it. Dijon Denard, senior guard who only averages about 4.5 points a game, knocked down a big-time 3 for the Lakers when they needed some points. Braves break the press this time. Here's Pritchard into the front court. Pritchard gives it to Williams, and she calls out the offense for UNCP. With a 3-point lead, 4 minutes in the books in quarter number 2. Pritchard off a couple screens, pass to Williams, now to the corner with Allen, shot clock to 10. Baseline drive, lost the ball, it squirts loose. Monley right onto the basket with the left hand on the reverse, no good. Allen tried to put up the shot, she got pushed to the floor, no foul called. Rebound by Clayton State, they push to the other side. Into the lane, and the dish out, back outside, 3-point attempt for the tie, no good. Locklear fights for the rebound in traffic, hauls it in, and it's a foul called on Clayton State. Foul called on Banks, her second, and the Braves make a couple changes. Ebron and Stevens in for Locklear and Allen. Getting a little frustrated out there. Shots not falling for either team. And it has been a very physical game. Officials calling some things, but they're not calling everything. Pritchard inbound to Ebron. Back to Pritchard. The Braves have been working on these press breaks, and they've got another one this time. To Williams in midcourt, over to Stevens. Back outside Williams. Foul down low, and they call it on Janisa Monley for clearing out space. That's her third. Offensive foul called on Janisa Monley of UNCP. Brandy Robinson hustles to the scorer's table. She'll replace Monley, who will be spending the rest of this second quarter on the bench. 18-15, the Braves lead. 5:29 to go second quarter. That foul on the Braves, the third team foul here in the second quarter. Picking up right at half court, Ebony Stevens trying to pressure the ball handler, Dejan Denard. On the left side, the Lakers into the short corner. Tough, contested 2, no good. Rebound poked out of bounds. Last touch by Erica Williams. It stays Laker ball with 17 on the shot clock. After that last air ball, doesn't reset the shot clock. Braves have Stevens, Ebron, Robinson, Williams, and Pritchard. Lakers with Denard, Cunningham, Alexander, Thomas, and Walker. On the right side, the pass down low into a double team. Good up and under move by Thomas. Pass down low. Called a foul on Brandy Robinson. 2 free throws coming up for Ashley Cunningham. Braves will make another change. Sadeja Love will check in and replace Number 21, Brandy Robinson. Cunningham at the line, good on the first free throw. Cunningham, a 67% free throw shooter. Redshirt senior forward, transfer from Air Force, good on the first. Makes it a 2-point game with 5:06 remaining in the second quarter. Deja Love into the game now for UNCP. The second free throw up and no good. Long rebound to Ebony Stevens. And she is nearly tied up, gives it over to Ebron. Now the Braves try to break the press. Lakers with some good defense, but Stevens picks up her dribble across midcourt, gets it to Williams, tries to save it, gives it right to Clayton State. Lakers in transition, 2-on-1, drive to the basket, too strong on the layup. On the second effort, layup good, and we're all tied at 18. Shakira Walker lays it home. And just like that, we're tied at 18. Braves really struggling to break the press. 13 turnovers now in the game. Compare that to 8 by the Lakers. 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Ebron over to Pritchard on the left side. Pritchard swings it over to Stevens. Here's Williams. Williams back to Stevens. Stevens in the corner with 9 on the shot clock. Stevens now over to Pritchard on the left side. 3-point attempts, too strong. Long rebound. Ebron gets her hand on it. Dive for the loose ball. Clayton State to it. Timeout Lakers. Head coach Kalina Coleman in her second season likes to see her team getting after those loose balls. 30-second timeout taken by Clayton State. 4:09 to play in the second quarter. Back in just a moment on the Braves Broadcast Network. All tied up at 18, approaching halftime. Braves fans, don't miss out on your chance to receive rewards for attending UNCP home athletic events during the 2016-17 season. Visit the App Store on your smartphone. Download #BraveNation, UNCP's new fan engagement app. The app can be found on the Apple Store or on Google Play. Search #BraveNation. 4:05 to go in the second quarter. 18-18 is the score. UNCP women's basketball here at Clayton State. Quarterfinals of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. Braves the 3 seed in the East, Lakers 2 seed in the West. Alexander with the ball for Clayton State. Gives it to Denard. Shot clock down to 9 now for Clayton State. Stolen by UNCP. Here comes Ebron up the floor to the basket with the layup. No good as it hangs on the rim and rims out. Rebound Lakers. Out the other way. Thomas waiting for the defense to come back and collect her. And the dish out goes between the legs of Denard, out of bounds. Back-to-back turnovers by the Lakers. 3:33 to go second quarter. This has been a back-and-forth affair in terms of pace. Both players, or players from both teams, really hands on knees a little bit. They're getting tired. Foul trouble accumulating for both teams, and we've got some players who are maybe not used to playing such extended minutes, especially in such a frenetic game. Silliman to Ebron to the left side, Pritchard. Pritchard, jab, step, and drive. Back outside for Ebron. Looking for Silliman. That pass tipped out of bounds. It remains Braves ball with 14 on the shot clock. 18-18 is the score. 3:17 remaining second quarter. Pritchard, Silliman, Williams, Love, and Ebron all stacked up for this sideline out of bounds. They get it to Williams with her heels perilously close to the midcourt stripe. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Ebron over to Silliman in the corner, looking down low. Nice catch by Love in the lay-in. What a find from Blair Silliman. 20-18 Braves with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Lakers ball pass to the left side. Walker gives it back to the point guard up top. Now she cuts open to the right wing, driving towards the lane. Double team, sends it back out for Thomas. Thomas gives it back over to Denard at the top of the key. Shot clock at 10. Pick and roll action. Denard, dish out, 3-point attempt. Walker around the rim and out. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by UNCP. Good hands by Raven Thomas. She got nice position. Forced the Braves to not be able to handle it cleanly. So the shot clock resets. Lakers have Denard, Cunningham, Alexander, Thomas, and Walker on the floor. Pass down low off the inbound. Recovered into the corner by Denard after it was poked away by Silliman. Picks up her dribble, gives it back outside Alexander. Now to the left wing. Here's Walker. Free throw line, jump shot. Alexander banked it in. left elbow, a double pump shot from the lefty, and she knocked it home. 20-20 the score, 2:18 to play in the first half. Here's Pritchard looking for Ebron. Ebron, pass up the wing for Silliman to the basket. She gets hit, shot was blocked, and recovered by Ashley Cunningham. Cherry picking the other way. Walker to the basket, lays it in, Lakers in front. Boy, a block leads to a layup for Clayton State, but the Braves ready to break a press that wasn't really there. Ebron gives it back to Pritchard. Pritchard open on the right wing. Pritchard right to the basketball, poked out of bounds. Deja Love took a tumble under the basket. No foul called there. Braves are able to get to the rim. Officials not blowing the whistle for a foul when there is, looks like some pretty obvious contact right at the basket. 1:50 to play second quarter. Lakers 22, Braves 20. First lead in a long time for Clayton State. Trying to free up. Oh, it looked like the official was going to give Erica Williams the ball so the Braves could have run their inbounds play. Braves started that play before their inbounder had the ball. Might have tipped their hand a little bit. Let's see if they try to run the same play. Some double screens. They get it to Pritchard on the left wing. Pritchard off a Love screen. Pass up top for Williams. 15 to shoot. Ebron swings to Pritchard. Pritchard gets the defender in the air. Pull-up jump shot from the elbow. Not this time. Rebound high up in the air for Clayton State. A foul 92 feet from the basket on Erica Williams. And it's the 5th team foul on UNC Pembroke. So it's a 2-shot foul and the second personal on Erica Williams. Williams tangled up among a couple of white jerseys. And it will be 2 free throws now for Clayton State. Who's going to take them? It's going to be number 25, Ashley Cunningham. Cunningham in this game, 2 of 4 at the charity stripe, 2 points, 5 rebounds. Braves out-rebounding the Lakers 23-20, but the Lakers have committed 3 fewer turnovers. As Cunningham good on the first free throw, the Laker lead is 23-20. 1:35 to go until halftime. Crowd continuing to file in here at the Lock as Clayton State will host a men's basketball game after this one. The Lakers will host Lander in the men's basketball tournament. If you're interested in that one, video available. Search Clayton State Athletics on YouTube. Braves break the press. Pritchard off a screen, going 2-on-1 to the basket with the Euro step good. Braves trail by 2, under 90 seconds to go in the first half. Picking up right at half court, Tweety Hawkins directing traffic for the Lakers. Silliman picks her up. Denard up top. Handoff goes to Walker. Walker probing the defense, gives it back over to Hawkins. Hawkins down the right side of the lane, fadeaway layup, no. Offensive rebound put back up, foul drawn by Cunningham. She'll shoot 2 after the miss. Reach-in foul called on Jillian Ebron of the Braves. That's her first. Things are getting heated there down under the basket and fighting for some of these rebounds. Clayton State getting to an awful lot of offensive boards. Second chance points, 7-0 for the Lakers, and it will be 2 more free throws for Ashley Cunningham. 4 of 6 at the line in this one now. Cunningham, good on the first. Well, she's really making a living at the charity stripe. Change now for the Braves. Nyla Allen comes in for Jillian Ebron. Braves out there with Allen, Love, Williams, Silliman, and Pritchard. Not a unit that the Braves are used to seeing play starter-type minutes, but that's what they've done here in this first half with foul trouble for Huntley, foul trouble for Bayham, foul trouble for Monley. Full court press again from Clayton State after the second free throw was good. Williams called for an offensive foul using that offhand to push off. And that's the second personal on Erica Williams. She will go to the bench. Jasmine Huntley back in with 1:06 to go in the second quarter. That was turnover number 14 by UNCP in the first half. Walker inbounds to Hawkins. Lakers ball. They'll take the clock under a minute remaining in the second quarter, leading 26-22. On the right wing with Hawkins. Pass up top. Denard firing a pass way too tall down low. And the Braves with a run out the other way. Huntley a high dribble up the right sideline. Finds Love. Now Silliman at the elbow. Silliman turns to the basket. Blocked out of bounds. Chase down block from Tweety Hawkins. It remains Braves ball. 21 on the shot clock. 46 seconds left in the second quarter. Not a particularly large crowd here for Clayton State women's basketball. Normally with a nice chase down block like that, the crowd would get really into it. Love set a moving screen on the Allen three-point attempt. And it's another turnover by UNCP. Officials not really letting anything go today. Josh Loggins, Alan Austin, Keisha Brown are officials here in this one. They're calling a lot of fouls, and it feels like, and the numbers back this up, that there are more of them called on UNCP. 15 fouls called on the Braves, 7 called on the Lakers. Dribble up top, Walker, pass to the right side. About a 14-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Three-point attempt off the dribble, good for Tweedy Hawkins. It's 29-22 Lakers. 29 seconds left in the second quarter, and the clock stopped for some reason. They'll run it down to 26, and they need to figure out whether the clock should be running on this baseline out of bounds or not. It was a made basket. But, tell you what, the Lakers, after missing so many shots in the early going, have started to pick up their shooting just a little bit. They're at 8 of 30 here in the first half. That's 27%. 3 of 14 from long range. Braves are 2 of 7 from deep, just 8 of 28 from the field. Braves out-rebounding the Lakers by a +3 margin. But you take the fact that the Braves have turned it over 15 times here in the first half. They're not shooting under 30%. It is surprising that they've been in this one really at all. Down by 7 now, which, given those numbers, sounds about right. But they were ahead for much of the first half. They've got this squared away now. They'll put 28 on the game clock. Clayton State in a full court press. UNCP runs the baseline, throws it into Jasmine Huntley. Huntley clears everybody out. She wants to break the press by herself. Uses an Allen screen up top and gets into the front court. Now the triple team comes. Pass looking up top for Love. Stolen by Hawkins. Hawkins to the basket. Layup too strong, but she was fouled. Sanasia Love gives the foul to prevent the easy layup, but it'll be 2 more free throws for Clayton State. They're getting into their rhythm now. Second personal on Sanasia Love. And it's 2 free throws for Tweedy Hawkins. This is what the Lakers do. They do not shoot a lot, or they shoot a lot of free throws. They are the worst free throw shooting team by percentage in the conference, or the worst three-point shooting team by percentage in the conference. And they're just middle of the pack when it comes to field goal percentage, yet they're 4th in the conference in points per game. That is because they create a lot of turnovers, good blocks and good steal numbers up and down the Clayton State roster. Both free throws good. It's 31-22, 12 seconds left in the first half. Huntley up the floor, breaks the timeline with 6. Huntley calling for a screen, not going to be able to use it. A lot of confusion. Huntley, with the clock winding down, puts up a last-second heave, banks it in. Got into the arc, and they'll wave it off. They'll say no basket. Jasmine Huntley weaving through the defense, and just about anything that could have gone wrong for the Braves in that first half really did. The fact that they're down just 9 is a testament to the fact that Clayton State was ice cold from the field. We're to halftime here. Peach Belt Conference Tournament quarterfinals. UNCP women's basketball trails Clayton State 31-22 at the break. Stay tuned. Halftime report, and then the second half coming up next on the Braves Broadcast Network. Back here in Morrow, Georgia for the UNCP Braves halftime report from the lock at Clayton State University. Peach Belt Conference Tournament quarterfinals, women's basketball action between the UNCP Braves and Clayton State Lakers. Your halftime score, Lakers 31, Braves 22. We'll start by taking a look around the conference. A couple games already have gone final. The Lander Bearcats defeating the Georgia College Bobcats 93-76, and the Columbus State Cougars downing the USC Aiken Pacers 62-51. So the two number one seeds, both knocking off the 4 seeds of the East-West matchups. UNC Pembroke trying to upend Clayton State on the road. And meanwhile, Francis Marion will host North Georgia a little bit later on tonight. On the men's side, Augusta leading Montevallo 27-21, about midway through the first half there, as the number 1 seed in the East. Augusta hosting Montevallo, the 4 seed out west. In other scores, Columbus State hosting USC Aiken. On the men's side as well, and Columbus State men at halftime lead USC Aiken 41-29. The one we're all concerned about, though, UNCP men's basketball fell behind early against North Georgia, but has stormed back and taken a 40-39 lead. Second half just underway. Petey Powers on the call on the Braves Broadcast Network. Video stream available. Search UNCP Braves on YouTube and get that one as well. Looks like North Georgia has just scored again to make it 41-40. That one could go all the way down to the wire. Let's take a look at some of the stats here from this game so far. UNCP trailing Clayton State 31-22 here at the break. Neither team has shot the ball well, each making 8 field goals for Clayton State 30 tries and the Braves 28. So neither team shooting better than 30% from the field. Three-pointers have not been a big factor. The Lakers have cast up a lot more. They're 3 of 14. Braves 2 of 7. But the story, fouls and free throws. A lot more fouls on the Braves, a lot more free throws for the Lakers. Clayton State 12 of 16 at the line. Braves just 4 of 6. And the Braves are really getting bit by the turnover bug. Full court pressure from Clayton State causing a lot of problems. 16 turnovers by the Braves, while the Lakers have committed 11. Leading scorers for the Braves, Nyla Allen with 8, and Tweety Hawkins pacing the Lakers with 10 points. Second half coming up in about 3.5 minutes. Keep it here on the Braves Broadcast Network for UNCP women's basketball postseason action. Braves fans, Adidas is the official apparel sponsor for all 16 of UNC Pembroke's varsity athletic teams. Adidas provides some of the most innovative products in the shoe and apparel industry and is one of the most recognizable brands worldwide. UNCP thanks Adidas for all their support and offering the best for Braves athletes. Start of the third quarter here at Clayton State University, where the Lakers hold a 31-22 lead over the UNC Pembroke Braves. Quarterfinals of the Peach Belt Conference Women's Basketball Tournament. The winner of this one will take on Lander, as the Bearcats, by virtue of being the highest remaining seed in the East Division, will host the Final Four of both the men's and women's conference tournament. That starts next Saturday. For more information, visit peachbelt.com. Braves ball to start the second half. Out there with Allen, Robinson, Huntley, Bayham, and Pritchard going from right to left across the hardwood here at the Lock in Morrow, Georgia. Allen off the pass from Huntley on the right wing. Now to the right corner with Pritchard. Dials long distance, left it short. Rebound Clayton State. Benford will take it up the floor herself. Benford taking it right to the basket. Layup good. Just a bunch of reach-ins from UNCP. They didn't connect on ball or arm, and Benford had a pretty easy layup. 33-22 Lakers now. Braves break the press, get it into the front court. Here's Bayham on the left wing off an Allen screen. Blocking foul called on Clayton State. Tweedy Hawkins tried to battle around that screen. She sort of slid around Allen, but in doing so bumped right in to Brianna Bayham. It's a foul on Clayton State, first team foul of quarter number 3. Pritchard trying to inbound, looking for somebody, throws it towards half court where Huntley makes the catch. Braves set the half court offense again. Huntley calls out the play. Handoff for Bayham. Crosses over into the teeth of the defense. Puts up a tough shot. No good. Rebound Clayton State. It's Benford again. And Benford will again take it up the floor. Out there with the starting 5 for the Lakers. Banks, Denard, Hawkins, Cunningham, and Benford. Pass to the left side with Banks holding below the waist. Steps into a three-point attempt. She hits. First 5 points of the third quarter all belong to Clayton State. Their lead up to 14. That's as large as it's been for either team here today. 36-22. Lakers looking to avenge an earlier loss to UNC Pembroke. Lakers fell to the Braves to open conference play back on December 17th, 76-61. A game the Braves just sort of ran away with in the second half. Bayham, drive and kick. Good head fake by Pritchard. Skip pass to Huntley. Extra pass to Allen. Three-point attempt is blocked. Gets her own rebound. Shot clock down to 5. With the layup, she's fouled, and she'll shoot 2 free throws. Call the foul that time on number 25, Ashley Cunningham. That's her second. 2 free throws for Nyla Allen. Braves did not attempt a lot of free throws in the first half. We're just 4 of 6, while the Lakers went 12 of 16 from the free throw line. That's a big discrepancy in free throw numbers. First free throw good by Allen. 36-23 now the Laker lead. 8:31 to go in quarter number 3. The second free throw for Allen also good. So the Lakers have won 4 straight, but the last 4 by all less than 10 points. Wins by 9, 4, 2, and 3. Should be reason for the Braves to have a little bit of confidence coming into this game. The Lakers aren't blowing teams out. Down low. Fall-away shot, no good by Benford. UNCP hauls in the rebound. Allen goes to the floor to get the pass away. Here's Huntley right to the basket, puts up the layup, and it falls. Jasmine Huntley lands a little gingerly on the ankle, but stays in the game. Down to a 10-point game. Banks up the floor for the Lakers on the right wing. Slipped screen, Braves switch it. Pass up top for Benford, lob into the paint. Foul called on the catch as Ashley Cunningham tried to sail amongst 3 black jerseys to make a tough catch. Call that foul on LaShonda Pritchard. It's her first for the Braves. 7:54 to go, third quarter. 36-26 Laker lead. On the left side, Clayton State throws it back up top. Here's Banks. Up fake, steps into a 3. Tried to bank it in, no good. And the rebound squirts loose out of bounds. Last touch by the Braves. Braves have really struggled to clean the defensive glass. Allowed Clayton State a lot of second chance opportunities, and they scored 9 points on second chance buckets. Quick inbounds pass down low. Allen reaches in to try to strip the ball away. She gets hit with a foul. That reach-in foul called on Nyla Allen. It's her first. A little bit of hand fighting going on there before the ball was even handed to the inbounder to throw in. We'll see if the officials keep a closer eye on that next time. Bounce pass along the baseline. Long 2-point attempt. Rattles in. Tweedy Hawkins has got the hot hand right now. Leads all scorers with 12 points. Nyla Allen leading the Braves with 10. Bayham takes it across midcourt as the Lakers not pressing in the half court as much now, or in the full court as much. Here's Pritchard. Gives it to Allen up top. Straight away three. No good. Long rebound to Clayton State. And traveling called as Tweedy Hawkins tried to spin past Brianna Bayham. So it stays on this end with the Braves. 7:19 to go in the third quarter. 38-26 the Laker lead. Pritchard to inbound for UNCP. Holds it above her head. A long pass across the paint. Gets down low for Allen, whose shot is blocked. Recovered by Clayton State. Numbers the other way. 3-on-3, but double dribble called on Tweedy Hawkins. A redshirt senior from Madison, Georgia. Transfer from USC Upstate's gotten ahead of herself a little bit. Couple times now, especially here in this third quarter, just trying to play faster than her feet will allow. Turned it over a couple times, and the Braves able to hang around for perhaps a little bit longer. Can they make a run and be within striking distance again? Huntley, pass to the left side for Pritchard, back up top Allen. Allen gives it back to the point guard Huntley, weaving her way through the defense. To the basket, tough layup, no good. Rebounded Clayton State. Up the middle of the floor, Denard. Right to the rim, has her shot blocked by Allen. They call a foul. 2 free throws coming up for Dejan Denard, the senior guard from Seffner, Florida. Just a 69% foul shooter. And Denard will be at the line for the first time here in this ball game. Avery Locklear coming to the scores table to check in for UNCP. As Denard spins the ball in her offhand, lines up that first free throw, and rattles it home. Lakers up above 75% from the charity stripe. Braves right at 75%. The difference is in the scale. Free throw attempts more than double for Clayton State, what UNCP has tried. Allen with those 2 fouls here in the third quarter after having none in the first half. She goes to the bench. 3 team fouls on the Braves this period, 2 on the Lakers. Second free throw also good by Hawkins, makes the lead 14. She goes to the bench. Subbed out as Monica Alexander checks back in for the Lakers. Bayham trying to break the press by herself. She's got it. Into the top of the key. Now at the free throw line, dish out to the wing for Huntley. Huntley, head up dribble, spins baseline. Leaves it for Robinson, gets it right back. 13 to shoot for the Braves. Here's Pritchard, straight away 3-point attempt. Off the step back, no. Rebound poked loose to Clayton State. Chance to add to a 14-point lead. Crossover, Benford, fall away shot from 9, rattles it in. Andrea Benford, one of the leading scorers in the conference at about 14 points a game, has just handed Clayton State a 16-point lead. A little more than 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Huntley on the left side, really not bearing a lot of weight on that right ankle, but she's still able to move as fast as anyone on the floor. Pritchard gives it back to Huntley with the shot clock down to 11 for UNCP. Locklear up top, swings it to Bayham on the left side. Good pump fake along the baseline, gets trapped, sends it outside. Pritchard dials long distance and connects. LaShonda Pritchard for 3. Her second 3-point make of the ball game. A new career high for her there. She's never had a game where she's made multiple threes in her UNC Pembroke career. The senior, an athletic training major, having a good game in what could be her last as a Brave. 3-point attempt missed by Clayton State. Rebound Braves. Out the other way, Huntley. Hopping to the basket. Off balance layup. She's fouled. Missed it. She'll shoot 2. 5:27 to play. Third quarter. 42-29 the Clayton State lead. 2 free throws now for UNCP's Jasmine Huntley. That last foul, the third on Jamesia Banks. Transfer from Winthrop. So Huntley at the line. Her first trip to the charity stripe here today, and she can't connect on the first. Huntley this season, 77% from the line. Good for top 10 in the conference. A couple changes now for the Lakers, as Banks will go to the bench with that third foul. Shakira Walker comes back in. Second free throw, Huntley. This time also no good, and Clayton State able to corral the rebound. So the Braves come up empty that time. Still trailing by 13 as we approach the midway point of the third quarter. Lakers with it up top. Drive to the basket. Benford hopping to the rim, lays it in and one. Locklear wanted the charging foul, but she was too late to get there. And the crowd, at least what's here so far, starting to get into this one for Clayton State. Imagine most of the fans coming for the men's game, which tips off at 5:30 here in Morrow. First personal foul called on Avery Locklear. Free throw, Benford is good. Lakers 45, Braves 29. This one in danger of getting away from the Braves now. Here's Bayham across midcourt. Midway through the third quarter now, 5:05 to play in period number 3. Braves trailing by 16. Huntley into the teeth of the defense, back outside Bayham. Long two-point attempt, no good. Rebound Clayton State. Braves just gone cold from the floor here in the third quarter. On the outlet pass, traveled, and the Braves will get it back after Walker couldn't make anything happen with it. She's still down along the baseline, just grinning. The Lakers have done a pretty good job taking care of the ball here in the third quarter. That's just their 4th turnover. But the Braves haven't turned it over at all. They just can't put the ball in the basket. 2 of 10 from the field here in the third quarter, and they've watched the Laker lead extend to 45-29. Keep it here on the Braves Broadcast Network. 4:50 to play, third quarter. Quick score update for UNCP men's basketball. The Braves have taken a 61-50 lead with 12:19 to play in the second half in Pembroke. Back here in Morrow, Georgia, where UNCP women's basketball not so lucky. 4:50 to play in the third quarter. It's 45-29 Lakers. Braves out there with Huntley, Bayham, Ebron, Robinson, and Locklear. Jasmine Huntley able to break the full court pressure, gets it into the offensive half for the Braves. 15 on the shot clock now. Bayham down low. Ebron at the free throw line. Dish out for Huntley. Pass a little bit off the line. Huntley tracks it down. Pass slips through the fingertips of Bayham. First turnover of the second half for the Braves, but the Lakers come the other way with it. Denard slows it up, throws it up top. Benford. Benford on the drive. Dish out. Extra pass to the corner. Long to Rackley. Good. Rackley was on the line that time. Couldn't make the three-point shot. Just took it for 2. Lead up to 18 now for Clayton State, and the Braves need a run sooner rather than later. Bayham with a nice pump fake, pulls up from 12, rattles out, and the Braves have just gone ice cold here in the second half. Up the floor, Lakers with it. Alexander, pass outside. Benford with the good head fake and a drive. Hop step to the rim, but she traveled. Andrea Benford, aggressive, exaggerated hop step in the paint, and she wasn't able to do it legally. So already 4 turnovers by the Lakers here in the third quarter, just 1 by the Braves. But the difference is in the shooting. 2 of 11 for UNCP, 6 of 9 for Clayton State since the start of the second half. Down low, Robinson for the Braves, up through traffic. Missed the shot, but she was hacked. She'll go to the line and try to get 2. Call that foul on Benford, and that's her 3rd. As a team, the Braves 6 of 10 at the free throw line. Lakers 15 of 19. First trip to the free throw line today, Brandy Robinson. Robinson's first free throw, nothing but net. Robinson came on late for the Braves this season, making her 16th appearance of the year, averaging about 3.8 points per game. Change for the Lakers. Number 22, Raven Thomas, in for Andrea Benford. Second free throw on the way, Robinson. She's good on both. 47-31 now, Clayton State. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Still plenty of time left in this one. The Braves need some stops on defense. Alexander, the pass up top. Walker called for the offensive foul on the pass off. Shakira Walker got into the lane, found the open shooter on the wing, but was called for the offensive foul on the pass. It's her 3rd. Both teams with 4 fouls here in the third quarter, so Next one puts the opponent at the free throw line. 3:13 to go third quarter. Braves trailing 47-31. Bayham down the lane, puts up the shot, missed it, but she will shoot two. Another foul called on Clayton State, this one on a Breland Rackley. Rackley called for her second personal, and it puts Brianna Bayham at the free throw line for UNCP. Bayham has scored 10 or more points in 11 of the Braves' last 13 games. Puts up the first free throw and connects. Just 3 points in the game now for Bayham. Has really been struggling to find the mark from the floor. That's her first trip to the free throw line. 1 of 6 from the field, now 1 of 1 from the charity stripe. We'll shoot one more free throw here. 47-32, the Laker lead. Braves just trying to chip away at it. Brianna Bayham from Wilmington, North Carolina. First year in Pembroke after playing the first couple years at Brunswick Community College. Makes both. Braves trail by 14. Here's Rackley up top. Thought about the three. Doesn't take it. Pass to the right side. Gets it back. Now Rackley. Dish to the corner. Pembroke fans making some noise here. Here's a long two from Rackley. Rattles out. Locklear fighting for the box out. Rebound tipped out of bounds to UNCP. 2:48 to play third quarter. 47-33 the Laker lead. This one's not done yet. Braves are getting outscored here in the third quarter, 16-11, but trying to fight back. Not as much teeth on this full court press from Clayton State. It's a 3-2 zone press, and the Braves able to weave their way around it, break it without too much of a problem. Robinson gets it from Huntley. Now it's with Bayham on the far wing. Bayham gets double teamed up top, spins past it, gets to the basket. She's fouled again, missed the shot, but she'll shoot two more. Foul called on Monica Alexander, and it's 2 free throws for Brianna Bayham. Look at what Bayham has done this season. 10.5 points per game, 3.5 rebounds in 26 minutes per game. One of the better three-point shooters in the conference, right around 38%. And she makes the first free throw. Change for the Lakers as Tweety Hawkins comes in and replaces Monica Alexander for Clayton State. Braves trailing 47-34, 2:28 to go third quarter. Brianna Bayham with one more free throw. He's trying to bring the Braves back with just her free throws. The last 4 points in the game have all been Brianna Bayham free throws. It's a 12-point ball game. You cannot fault the Braves fans who were able to come make this trip. Bad pass. Bayham not able to hang on to it. It pokes right back to Tweety Hawkins for the Lakers. Dish to the corner. Baseline drive for Walker. Puts up the shot. In plus the foul. Shakira Walker somehow got that to go through heavy contact. Called a foul on Brianna Bayham. It's her third. Timeout taken now by Clayton State with 2:08 to play in the third quarter. 49-35, the Laker lead. We'll be right back on the Braves Broadcast Network. Don't go anywhere. Braves fans, ever wondered why our sponsor, Lumberton Chevrolet Buick Cadillac GMC, has such a long name? One reason is the tremendous variety of cars and trucks they offer to meet every need. Great-looking Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and even GMC SUVs and trucks. They have everything from budget vehicles to top-of-the-line Cadillacs, so why would you shop anywhere else? Try their quick lube, and while your vehicle is being serviced, you can see for yourself. That's Lumberton Chevrolet Buick Cadillac GMC, located next to Lumberton High School. Shakira Walker makes the free throw to convert the three-point play. 50-35, the Laker lead with about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Locklear to Pritchard, out there with Robinson, Ebron, and Huntley, the 5 on the floor for the black and gold. Here's Locklear at the free throw line, down low for Robinson. Robinson picks up her dribble, sends it back outside for Huntley. Huntley probes the defense, spins in the middle with the layup off the scoop. No. Ebron gets her fingertips on the rebound, can't haul it in, and it goes to Clayton State. Up the floor, pushing the tempo, Walker. Long pass to the opposite side. At the free throw line, back out. Hawkins at the top of the key. Resets the offense for Clayton State. Lakers with a +6 scoring margin here in the third quarter. On the right wing, Denard picks up the dribble. Shot clock down to 8 for Clayton State. Thomas looking to the left side. Huntley makes the steal. She's pushed from behind. It's a foul on Clayton State. Team over the limit. Jasmine Huntley will shoot 2 free throws. 1:20 to go, third quarter. 50-35 still the Laker lead. Now they're talking about this as to whether that was an offensive foul, whether the Lakers had possession or not. So they'll say that that was an offensive foul. It should have been a 2-shot foul. Instead, the Braves will inbound from the sideline. I'm not sure about that one. It looked like that was a pass and therefore a loose ball, and Huntley had the steal. So the Braves should have been over the limit and shooting 2 free throws. Now they have to earn it on offense. Allen drive to the basket. Ball gets poked out of bounds. It bounced off Allen's kneecap, and the Braves turn it over. So again, a couple questionable calls in that sequence, but the Braves will have to just shake it off. Still trailing by 15. Final minute now of the third quarter. Up the floor, Tweedy Hawkins for the Lakers. Hands it off on the left wing, Walker. Up top, Rackley swings it to the right wing. They get it down low for Thomas, and she draws a foul. I'll call LaShonda Pritchard for pushing off. Fighting for position on the low block. That seems to be kosher to me. Usually you just have players jockeying for position, and I mean, barring a full shove, you're allowed to do a little bit of a hand check, or at least an arm bar to try to deny position down low. They called that foul on Pritchard. It's her second, and Raven Thomas buries the first free throw. 22nd foul called on UNCP. There's been just 15 called on Clayton State, and Raven Thomas makes both free throws. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Braves down 17. Here's Huntley. Gets with a lot of body contact, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Call that foul on DeJohn Denard. Just trying to get the ball up the floor, and Denard would not allow her that driving angle, but she did it illegally. Too much body contact. So Jasmine Huntley back to the free throw line for the Braves. 77% free throw shooter on the year. Senior guard, a sports management major at UNCP out of Indian Trail, North Carolina, in what could be her final game with the Braves. Braves need a win here today to advance to the next round of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. They are not ranked in the region. Top 8 teams from the region, including the 3 champions from the 3 conferences in the region, get auto bids. 5 at-large bids up for grabs in the Southeast region. Braves not really in line to grab one. They would need to claim the auto bid as Huntley makes both free throws. Clayton State's a different story. They're ranked 3rd in the region in the most recent poll, so they would presumably get in even as an at-large. One of the best teams in the region. They'll have a date with Lander next Saturday if they're able to hang on and win. 3-point attempt, no good by Clayton State. Rebound, LaShonda Pritchard. About a 1-second difference between the shot clock and game clock now. Huntley weaving through the defense. Braves can hold for the last shot. Down by 15 as the third quarter winds down. It goes over to the far side with Allen. Allen back up top for Ebron, swings it to her left with Huntley. Now Allen gets open, takes the wide open 3, straight away no good. Rebound Clayton State. Locklear fighting for the rebound, and fouled Raven Thomas 90 feet from the basket. Braves over the limit, and Raven Thomas will go right back to the free throw line. Look at the day Thomas has had at the stripe, 5 of 6. All of her scoring coming from the free throw line. She hasn't attempted a field goal, but she's got 5 points. Pritchard and Allen leading the way for the Braves with 10. Game-high scorers Tweedy Hawkins with 12 points. 9.6 seconds to go, third quarter. And the first free throw by Raven Thomas up and good. 53-37 Lakers. Braves put up 13 in the first quarter, 9 in the second quarter, 15 this quarter. Not looking like it's going to be enough. Second free throw is no good. 5 seconds left. Huntley charging into the front court. Dish out to Locklear. Catch and shoot three at the horn. Too strong. Lakers rebound. And the Braves just struggling to put the ball in the basket. They shot just 2 of 14 from the field in that quarter, but 10 of 12 from the line. They'll have their work cut out for them, needing a big comeback in the fourth quarter, trailing 53-37 through 3. This could be it for the season for the Braves. Stay tuned to the Braves Broadcast Network. Score update from UNCP men's basketball with 7:36 to play. Braves lead North Georgia 71-57. Braves in position to advance to the semifinals of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament with a win there in Pembroke. Meanwhile, in the women's game, start of the fourth quarter, it's a 53-37 lead for Clayton State. As the fourth quarter gets going, Lakers ball. Banks gives it back over to the left side. Benford, who hands it off for Hawkins. Braves out there defensively with Allen, Pritchard, Bayham, Huntley, and Monley. So the 5 of the best players on the floor for the Braves. Braves get a stop. Bayham lost the ball on the drive. Ball gets poked away, and it will stay on that side, Braves ball. Great defense there by Tweedy Hawkins to defend without fouling. Poke the ball away a couple times, but she was the last to touch it. In that last quarter, Clayton State 7 of 13 from the floor, 7 of 8 from the line. In the third quarter, Braves 2 of 14 from the field, but 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Braves don't have a lot of time to waste, trailing 53-37. 30 seconds off the clock in the fourth quarter. Pritchard, the pass up top for Bayham. Shot clock down to 10. Allen with a nice drive to the rim, picks up her dribble, sends it back outside Bayham. Bayham into the paint. Double pump layup, no good. Monley, the offensive rebound, puts it right back up and in. Shot clock was winding down. Janisa Monley scores and smiles at the crowd. Happy that a lot of Braves fans made the trip down to Morrow, Georgia to support the Braves. First 2 points of the night for Janisa Monley. Cuts the deficit to 14. About a minute into the fourth quarter now. On the left side, Denard. Pass to the low block. Down low. Monley called for the reach-in foul as Cunningham leaned into her. Foul called on Janisa Monley. That is her 4th. So in what could be the last game of Janisa Monley's career, been a little bit of a struggle. 2 points, 4 fouls, just 2 rebounds on 1 of 2 shooting. This has been such an up and down game, and that kind of game, it really doesn't favor a forward who's a back to the basket post scorer. It's a lot more about guard play and getting to the basket and keeping possession of the ball. Not a lot of time to really try to grind that way. Monley stays in the game with those 4 fouls. Cunningham good on the first free throw. Her second one is up and also good. So it's 55-39 Lakers, 8:58 to play in this one. Huntley picked up in the full court by Denard. Lost the ball but gets it back with a nifty between the legs move. Charges into the front court, handoff for Pritchard. Pritchard at the top of the key. Pritchard turning the corner, can't get anywhere. Lob down low for Monley. Monley to the basket, through contact, no good. Rebound poked loose. Pritchard able to get to it. Pass down low for Monley. She was fouled. She tried to make the catch. Foul called on Ashley Cunningham of Clayton State, her second. Change now for the Braves. Ebony Stevens comes in for Brianna Bayham. Braves want a little bit more shooting out there to try to cut the deficit quicker. It's Huntley, Stevens, Allen, Monley, and Pritchard on the floor for UNCP. Allen has her shot blocked as she drives to the basket. Ball poked to the corner. Clayton State tracks it down. Empty possession for UNCP that time. Into the front court, Banks, hands off Clayton State. Called for an offensive foul on the moving screen. Benford used her hands there, and you can't set a screen with your elbows. Fourth personal foul on Andrea Benford. The transfer from Alabama State, who's in the top 20 in the Peach Belt Conference in the following categories: points per game, rebounds per game, blocks per game, steals per game, field goal percentage. She is a key component to what the Lakers try to do. Today, she's got 7 points, 3 blocks, and 6 rebounds. But now 4 fouls. She'll have to tone it down a little bit, but first she'll go to the bench. Huntley into the front court now for the Braves. Bounce pass to Allen, now to the left side with Pritchard. 20 on the shot clock for UNCP. A long-range three. Stevens rattles out. Monley tried to box out, forced the rebound to go out off Clayton State. Another chance for UNCP. That shot from Ebony Stevens came 2 grown steps from behind the three-point arc. Here's Allen to the basket with the right hand. Too strong. Rebound poked out. Clayton State tracks it down. Good hustle by Rackley as she slows it up, gets it to Banks, and she'll call out the play for Clayton State. 2 minutes in the books here in the fourth quarter. Braves trail by 16. Top of the key, Denard swings it to the left side, Hawkins. Hawkins guarded by Pritchard. Bounce pass up top. Here's Cunningham. Lob into the paint for Rackley. And Allen climbed over her back to try to poke it away. Foul called on Nyla Allen. It's her third. Second team foul on UNCP. 2 team fouls each way here in the fourth quarter. 7:45 to play in this one. Quarterfinal action in the Peach Belt Conference Women's Basketball Tournament. In lane, fall-away shot, hangs on the rim and drops. Ashley Cunningham. 57-39 Lakers. 7.5 to play. Here's a Pritchard three-point attempt. Too strong. Long rebound. Stevens can't get a hold of it. Rackley sends it up the floor. And it's up the floor for Denard. 2-on-2. Lakers. Long pass to the wing. Catch and shoot opportunity. Hawkins for 3. It's good. 60-39 Clayton State. That might be the death blow. This is the first time the Lakers have pushed the lead up over 20. Huntley across midcourt. Off a screen, finds Stevens. Pritchard cutting to the basket. Gets the easy feed. Bricks the layup. She's too strong with it. It's been that kind of day for UNCP. Jasmine Huntley took a second to find a wide open Pritchard. Camped out on the left block, and she just couldn't lay it in. Shots don't get much easier than that. The Braves just couldn't take advantage. Laker ball in the corner. Rackley, 3. A little too strong. Rebound, Allen. 6:40 to play in this one. Braves trail by 21. Here's Huntley. Up the middle of the floor. Huntley down the right side of the lane. Up with the scoop shot. Good. Jasmine Huntley. And a timeout taken by UNC Pembroke. We'll take it with them. 6:32 to play in the fourth quarter. Braves trailing by 19. Looking for a sensational comeback. You don't want to miss it. Keep it locked on the Braves Broadcast Network. Braves set up a full court press, trailing 60-41 with 6:32 to play. Here at Clayton State University, season on the line for the Braves, needing a win to advance in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. Already been a historically good year for the Braves. Straightaway 3, Banks, a little too strong. Rebound strong fight for it. There's a foul, and it will go on Clayton State. So it's Braves ball. That foul called on number 25, Ashley Cunningham. It's her third. 6:16 to play in the fourth quarter. Braves down by 19. UNCP coming into this one at 15-11 overall, 10-9 in the conference. Lakers at 23-5, 15-4 in conference. Silliman's three-point attempt is off. Rebound Clayton State. Imagine the Braves will press and shoot a lot of threes to try to come back. At this point, not so worried about what the final margin looks like, just trying to have a chance to win this game. Wild shot in the lane, no good. Fight for the rebound, another foul on Clayton State. This one on Michaela Tanksley as she tried to take it away from Jasmine Huntley. That's the fourth team foul on Clayton State. That could help the Braves as UNCP, and they can get to the free throw line once the bonus takes effect. They can get points with the clock stopped. That could be a comeback's best friend. Got to get that next foul first. Silliman on the right wing. Trying to free up Huntley off a screen. She catches up top. Huntley with the left hand, down the lane, up with the lefty scoop. Too strong. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Clayton State. That one didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock remains at 10 seconds. 60-41 Lakers, 5:30 to play in the fourth quarter. The 5-person senior class for UNCP might be playing their last game here this afternoon, unless they make a big-time comeback. Allen up top, lobbing for Monley. The pass offline and stolen by Clayton State. For the Braves, that's turnover number 19 in the game, but just the third since halftime. Lakers, meanwhile, have turned it over 18 times, including 7 in the second half. Lakers looking to take the air out of the ball on offense. Banks on the right side. Hesitation move, dish out to the corner. Back to the top of the key for Banks, who throws it into the paint. Good ball movement. Clayton State gets a three. Rackley can't connect. Monley hauls in the rebound, waiting for someone to come get the ball. Monley will need to take it up the floor herself. And Monley dribbles to the top of the key. Monley just keeps going right to the rim. Double pump layup, rims out. The Braves have gotten right to the basket a bunch of times. Sort of an awkward angle for Monley on the left side. Used her right hand, ducking under a defender, and couldn't get the body English to drop the shot in. Banks at the top of the key now for Clayton State. Shot clock at 15. Hard screen, three-point attempt off the mark. Wide open look. Allen tried to save it, pushed out of bounds. Shot clock resets, and it will be Laker ball. 4:31 to play in the fourth quarter. 60-41 Clayton State lead. Score a little bit misleading. It feels like the Braves just a couple plays away from being right back in this one, but it has been a fairly comfortable margin, at least numerically, for Clayton State for a long time. Foul down low. Nyla Allen called for pushing and trying to deny position. That's the fourth foul on Nyla Allen. Allen tied for the Braves' lead in scoring here today. 10 points, 8 rebounds. She will get a quick breather here as LaShonda Pritchard checks back in for UNCP. It'll be Pritchard, Stevens, Monley, Huntley, and Silliman for the Braves. For the Lakers, it's Banks, Alexander, Rackley, Tanksley, and Thomas. Inbounds pass goes to Rackley. She throws it down low for Thomas. Thomas into the paint, back outside for Banks. Left corner three, Alexander around the rim and out. Pritchard gobbles up the rebound for UNCP. Huntley streaking up the left wing, pushing in transition to the basket. Missed the layup. Rebound, Clayton State. Alexander, she charges up the left wing with the left hand. Now slows it down. That's a luxury Clayton State can afford. Straight away, wide open three. Money. Abrilyn Rackley makes it 63-41. 22-point game with 4 minutes to go, and I wouldn't hold your breath for a Braves comeback. Pass to the wing. Stevens open, looking for the response three. Around the rim and out. Monley called for the foul as she battled 4 white jerseys for that rebound. Got her hands on it, but that was it. That's the fourth personal on Janisa Monley as Brandy Robinson checks into the game. Excuse me, that's the fifth on Janisa Monley, and she's fouled out of the game. So that's it for Janisa Monley today, and perhaps for the season, and for her UNCP career. What a run it's been for Janisa Monley. 18 career double-doubles. Named All Peach Belt Conference last year. The business marketing major from Laurinburg, North Carolina, and Scotland High School. Fouls out of this game with 3:45 remaining. The Braves down by 22 points. Game that was not really suited for Monley's skill set. Just such a fast tempo. The Braves never really had a chance to throw it down low. for their star post. Reach-in foul called on Pritchard as she tried to take it away from Breland Rackley. And Pritchard just picked up her 5th foul. Excuse me, that's her 3rd. So 2 free throws for Rackley. She cans the first, 64-41 with 3:35 to go. One more free throw for Rackley, also good. And the Laker lead now 24 points. There's Williams up the far side. Takes it to the middle of the court. Laker head logo at midcourt. Now it's with Silliman over to Huntley. Huntley off a Robinson screen. Pick and roll. The pass goes to the corner. 3-point attempt. Pritchard, you bet. LaShonda Pritchard, her 3rd 3-point make of the ball game. Career best 3 of 7 3-point shooting for LaShonda Pritchard. Braves down by 21 with 3 minutes and change. Alexander, the pass up top for Banks. Pass into the low block. Thomas gets called, or draws a foul, as Brandy Robinson. Just some lower body contact there as they jockey for position on the low block. 3rd personal on Brandy Robinson, and it sends Raven Thomas back to the free throw line. Awful lot of free throws from both teams. The Braves are 14 of 18, Lakers 23 of 28. So you get 10 more free throws than your opponent. You make all 10 more. And Robinson will get a break now. Phoenicia Lawson into the game for UNCP. First action for the Braves senior post. Lawson out of Reedsville High School in Reedsville, North Carolina. Has been a productive bench player for the Braves in the low block. She's also a senior. It's nice to see her get some action here in the final game for this senior class. After both free throws dropped, it puts the lead right back to 23. Pritchard up top with it for the Braves. Pass to the right side. Huntley holding. Throws up top for Silliman. Dials long distance. Can't connect. Rebound Clayton State. Long pass in transition. Pritchard reads it and steals it. Pritchard dribbling up the middle of the floor. Here come the Braves. Pritchard dish out looking for Huntley. That was nearly stolen. Huntley, floater in the lane, money. Jasmine Huntley getting into the teeth of the defense and scoring. That's now 8 points in the game for the Braves senior point guard. Silliman guarding Tanksley as Tanksley takes it into the front court. It's a 21-point Clayton State lead, 2:12 to go. And a timeout taken by Clayton State will take it as well. 2:11 to go, 4th quarter. 67-46 Clayton State. You're listening to UNCP Women's Basketball back in 30 seconds. .211 to go, 4th quarter. It's a 67-46 lead for the Clayton State Lakers playing at home in the quarterfinal round of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. UNCP women's basketball just lacking a little bit of the firepower here today to keep up with the Lakers. Corner 3, Rackley, no good. Offensive rebound, though, for Raven Thomas, and they can take some more time off the clock. Under 2 minutes to play, and Clayton State will really just run some clock at this point, try to keep the final margin from being too large. Offensive foul called on Raven Thomas, who set a moving screen. Thomas can't believe it. She needs to be careful about arguing this call too much. Her 2nd, 15th foul on Clayton State. So the bonus situation will be in effect both ways in the final minute 47. See if the officials keep calling as many fouls as they have been. Braves have been whistled for 29 fouls, Lakers for 21 in this game. Silliman off the handoff, gives it over to Williams. Williams at top, feeds Silliman. 3-point attempt, yes. Blair Silliman for 3. The Braves will set up a full court press, trailing by 18 now. 90 seconds to go. Long pass for Clayton State. They break the press, and we'll slow it down again. 2-3 zone defensively for UNCP in the half court. Braves out there with Robinson, Silliman, Williams, Pritchard, and Lawson. Lakers have Banks, Alexander, Rackley, Tanksley, and Thomas. Bench-heavy units on the floor in late stages of this game. Long 3, no good. Rebound UNCP, but Huntley couldn't get the handle on it to push it up the floor. It goes out of bounds. Back to Clayton State, 1:07 left in this one, 18-point Laker lead. Braves will finish the season at 15-12, a much better mark than they were last year when they finished 10-16 with just 5 wins in conference. But a real story of what could have been for the Braves, some injuries and some real struggles on the road, really kept the Braves from reaching their full potential. Michaela Tanksley knocking down a jumper. And UNCP will watch their season come to an end here, trailing by 20 with under a minute to go. Williams up top with it. On the right side, pass up top for Silliman. Now to Huntley on the left wing, off a screen from Lawson. To the free throw line, 3-point attempt. Williams left it short. And now just a 5-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. In transition, drive to the basket. Williams playing aggressively, tried to block that shot by Walker. Commits the foul, and it will be 2 free throws for Shakira Walker. So Walker didn't play in the game against Clayton State, or against UNCP the first time these two teams met, but has played every game since then. And it'll be 2 free throws for Shakira Walker. Her first, up and good. 32.4 seconds left. It's 70-49 Clayton State. One more free throw for Shakira Walker. And she makes both. 2-second difference now between the shot clock and game clock. Here is Williams up the middle of the floor for UNCP. They'll get one more shot here to wrap up their season. Huntley, dish out to Silliman. 3-point attempt. No good. Offensive rebound. Williams, and they'll say she went over the back to get it. A fitting end to what's been a very foul-prone game. As Clayton State will go down the floor and shoot more free throws. At this point, we see the Lander men's team and the Clayton State men's team waiting in the wings. They're ready to play the late game here today. What will be a quarterfinal game in the men's bracket. The winner of that game will get the winner of the 2-3 game between 3 from the East and 2 from the West. Second free throw, no good. Meanwhile, Clayton State's women's team will take on Lander on Saturday evening in the semifinals of the PBC tournament. Up top, 3-point attempt. Pritchard, no good. Offensive rebound, Williams. Takes it back outside. Now it's with Huntley. 3-point attempt from straight away, no good. And the horn sounds, that's the ball game. Final score, Clayton State 72, UNC Pembroke 49. The Brave season comes to an end in the quarterfinals of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. They come up on the short end of a tough road game against the Clayton State Lakers. Lakers get revenge for an earlier loss against UNCP. They improve to 24-5 on the season, and the Braves finish the season at 15-12. That will do it for our coverage of UNCP women's basketball this season. Well, the Braves make it to the Peach Belt Conference quarterfinals, but that's going to be it for them this year. Final score one more time, Clayton State 72, UNCP 49. I'm Cameron Songer on the Braves Broadcast Network, signing off from Clayton State University.